Machedo speaking to you from Machedo.com. Who's Machedo and Think Personal Branding? The date is May 21st, 2018. Time right now is 1:45 in the afternoon. I just want to give you my thoughts with regards to the news that has come in Gulf News. That was on May 20th, that is yesterday, whereby the Gulf News states there is a 10-year residence visa in UAE for investors, doctors, specialists, and top students. Okay, I'll just give you my thoughts on this. In fact, I'll tell you the 10 reasons why this is not a good idea for you. Now, before you jump into me saying, oh, you're a Dubai hater, oh, you got deported from Dubai, oh, you know, you're spreading hatred, you need to understand that I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon of everyone praising and hailing, wow, this is such a great idea, this is fantastic. I'll give you the logical reasons and then you can tell me if I'm right or wrong in the comment section below. Now, first, addressing the comments stating that, you know, I'm butthurt. I'm not butthurt. I have enough money in the bank. I'm taken care of. I'm not interested to go back to the UAE. UAE did not deport me. I left UAE and I don't intend to go back because obviously the tattoos on my face and, you know, I completed the romance of being there. So it's not me hating on Dubai, but it's me giving you a balanced opinion. Anyway, listen to the 10 points and then decide for yourself. Number one, what you need to understand is Dubai is giving you a 10-year visa, okay, from a 2-year or a 3-year visa. Now it's giving 10 years. Why it's giving you a 10 years, you need to ask yourself. And who are they focusing on? They are focusing on investors. So it's investors. If you're an investor, means please bring your money and invest in the country, investors. Second one, doctors. Why doctors? Because doctors don't want to stay there, okay? That's why they're saying, please doctors come here. You know, we don't have any good qualified doctors. Specialists. Why specialists? Because specialists have realized, I don't want to be part of a country that has a racist economy. I don't want to be part of a country where I don't have rights. That's why they don't stay there. And why top students? The reason why they want to attract top students is because most of the students who are gaining good marks or they have a good future, they want to go to a country where they get citizenship, where they can stay there. You as an expat, if you stay in Dubai or the Middle East, you do not get any citizenship. You're in no man's land. So where do you go after your 10 years? Okay, so that's one. So the first point being, Dubai is a business hub. It is not a charitable country. It is not a country like Canada which says, come down here, 2 years, 5 years, we'll give you citizenship. United States will give you citizenship. New Zealand will give you citizenship. Australia will give you citizenship. Dubai says, be here as long as you're useful. The day you're not useful, bye-bye, get lost. You know, as long as you have money, come here. You don't have money, don't come here. So that's point number one. Dubai is a business hub. It is not a charitable and, country. So, and it's not a bad thing. Dubai is thinking about Dubai. That's number one. Point number two, okay, why they're giving you this 10-year visa and why it's a bad idea is because people no longer want to come to India. Try this. Go down to India. I went down to Kerala when I went to get my bariatric surgery. Speak to any Keralite, normal here. Do you want to go to Dubai? They will say, why the hell should I go to Dubai? I'm, king in my country. I'm the boss. I'm a first-class citizen here. I have rights. Why the hell should I go to another country, Arab country, where they take my passport, where I have to join my hands like this, yes sir, no sir, yes sir. Why? Here, if I don't like the job, I can resign, get lost. I can tell the employer I can go to a new job. I don't like that job, I can go to a new job. I can change the job 10 times. I don't feel like going to office, I will not come. Can you do that if you're an expat in Dubai? You can't do that. Okay. So the thing is, people have realized Dubai is no longer such an amazing dream like how they show on Instagram, on videos like this is my Lamborghini, this is my Bentley. No, it's only a few rich people there. The rest of them are struggling. So people don't want to come to Dubai. Okay. So that's why they are issuing the 10-year visa. And that's why it's a bad idea. So it's more like when talent does not come to the country. Why do you want to be in a country that you can't get talented people or employees? Ask, if you don't believe me, ask recruitment agencies. They are finding it so hard to get the right people. Point number three, the reason why this 10-year visa is a bad idea is because Expo 2020 is coming. Okay, they have to construct all these buildings. The tallest Dubai Creek Tower is going to be the tallest building. And the funny thing, they have only 2 years to complete it. And it's not ready as yet. Plus, they have to build all these stadiums and all these venues, so they don't have the money. When you don't have the money, what do? Come, guys, come. I'll give you 10-year visa. Just think, ask yourself. They didn't give you a 10-year visa until now. Why they're doing it all of a sudden? Because money is drying up. So they need to collect money for Expo 2020 because it's their ego, it's their respect online. Point number 4, why it's a bad idea is because they have the culture in the Middle East has been giving free money to locals. That's why you have during Ramadan, during Eid, I'll give you 3 months bonus. During New Year, 2 months bonus. Oh, your performance, you take another bonus, take 2-3 months. What they have done is they have instilled in them a culture of free money. They are buying their loyalty by giving them money. Now people are accustomed to getting free money. It feels good when you get a 2 months or 3 months salary bonus. It feels good. But what you're doing is you are teaching them that free money comes in easy, and that is not a good thing. If you actually check the Arabic culture, they were desert nomads who used to work very, very hard in the desert, eat dates, take care of their camels. They were very hardworking. They were very hospitable people, offering tea to guests. But today it's changed. Today, from camel, they ride a Cadillac. They travel the world. They're getting free money. They're getting things easy. They were enjoying the boom period when oil was at its peak. Today it's not. So they still want the locals to enjoy, oh, big money, easy money. And from where can they get this money? You keep announcing that, okay, we have doubled the salaries, we have tripled the salaries, we are keeping them happy so they don't leave the army, they don't leave the military, they will work for us. If you are doing this, you need to figure out where the money will come in. And that is why if you see, locals only get jobs, locals of the Arab countries get only jobs in the local Arab country itself. They'll never get a job outside. The salaries that they're getting is ridiculous. It is not feasible. And that is why locals, they never work. They just come, they just show, they act like they work and they go back. I'm not saying all, don't get me wrong. There are locals who really work. I've met them. But then the majority of them, they just don't want to work. Ask any college student who's an Arab local, he'll tell you that the first salary that a college student is expecting is $10,000 US. Imagine, just getting out of college with no experience, only theoretical knowledge, and they are expecting $10,000 US, tax-free. That's kind of the kind. So they want to give free money, continue this trend of keeping them happy. Point number 5, why this 10-year visa is a bad idea is because Dubai wants to maintain the speculative big lifestyle. Check the Instagram. They will show you rich kids of Dubai. Check YouTube. Check the articles. Dubai is always portraying itself the biggest shopping mall, the greatest brands, the tallest towers, the most luxurious, gold-plated ice cream, gold-plated, salad, chicken wings. They just want to portray that Dubai is this big place. How can you maintain a big lifestyle? If you buy a Bentley to show off, you need to maintain the Bentley. If you buy an expensive car that is way beyond your budget, you took a bank loan, then you have to pay for the services. You have to pay to maintain the car, otherwise it's gone. So Dubai is, I think, biting more than it can chew. It's trying to show we are living this luxurious life. But the thing is, you can't fool people on the internet. You can't fool people on social media. Every year they used to show firecrackers and this lighting. All that is expensive. You're trying to attract tourists. But when tourists don't come, what are you going to do? So that is why they are charging, giving you this offer. Point number 6 is, this is the part which they don't want to say is, one of the reasons why they're offering a 10-year visa is they don't want people to leave the country. There are many people leaving the country. Why they're leaving? It's because of hidden charges. There's always a hidden charge. Service charge, electricity charge, municipality tax, housing tax, this tax, Salik is road toll, parking fee. Oh, fine, you didn't have a seat belt. Oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. So these hidden charges which there are, they dry out people. They really dry out people. And, when you have a 10-year visa, you would continue staying there. Oh, you'd think, oh my goodness, I've paid 10 years. Let me just be here. But they don't want to tell you that you staying there 10 years, they're going to still suck you out dry with these hidden charges. Point number 7, which is a bad idea for this 10-year visa, is because inflation. You don't have to take my word on this. For the past 20 years, just check the rents, just check the expenses, just check the amount that you used to pay for rent, loans, for parking charges, for expenses, for grocery shopping, for children's education, for insurance, for banking charges. Everything keeps growing year after year after year after year. Okay, so one of the reasons why they're offering this 10 years and it's a bad idea is because you have not calculated the inflation, and when you factor in the inflation, it's a very bad idea. Keep this in mind. Anyone who starts a business or gets into a marriage or a new relationship, they only look at positive, happy things. So you will not think about inflation, and that is where it will prove to be a very bad idea. Point number 8, why this 10-year visa is a bad idea is you are paying for 10 years in advance. You're paying now. You're paying today for 10 years. It's like me saying, you and I will be friends, so I will pay you 10 years expense now. Okay, non-refundable 10 years expense for this relationship now. Do you know how absurd that is? Because you do not know what's going to happen next year. You do not know what's going to happen in 6 months. And in a place like Dubai that changes its rules every few months, paying for 10 years, paying now is a very bad idea. And I'm pretty sure they'll have a non-refundable scheme. I'm pretty sure they'll have, okay, you can pay year after year, month after month. But they'll have a clause that if you break the contract in between, you would have to pay a lot more. So I'm telling you, it's a bad idea. Point number 9, you're paying for a 10-year visa. My question to you is, did UAE solve the problems that it's currently undergoing? There are a lot of problems. The corporate racism that there is, locals are always higher than expats. You have these hidden charges. You have this unpredictability. If you go to jail, what happens to your property? There are so many factors there. So many. They have not yet solved. They're not taken care of the existing problems. So, what's the point of taking a 10-year visa when the existing problems? It's like me in a relationship with a woman, and we're having a lot of problems. But then she comes up with this idea and says, "Give me 10 years expense in advance, and I promise I'll keep it stress-free." It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. Last, if not least, point number 10, and that's the most important one, is UAE, United Arab Emirates, is not an agricultural land. It's not a country that produces anything and sustains on that. It is a place where it gets products from other places, repackages them, and sells it. It depends on tourists. It doesn't have oil, except Abu Dhabi, that is. So how does UAE grow? UAE grows on your money. You come down there, you spend, they take your money, thank you very much. That's how they grow. Yes, it's a give and take relationship. You come there, you pay the money, you can stay there. That's how UAE grows. So UAE is not growing on its merit. It's growing on the fact that it's smart enough to invite you, take your money, and that's how you grow. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because it's keeping it fair and square. You're the one who is taking the risk, coming down there, wanting to start a business, wanting to take money from the economy or the people and send money back home. But keep this in mind, UAE grows on your money. It doesn't grow on its own generated money because it doesn't have any. It doesn't have agriculture. It doesn't have industries. It doesn't have anything. It's a desert. So that's why, based on these factors, of its track record, of its existing problems, I feel this is like a 10-year visa. People are, hey, happy, oh, very great. But it's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. It's a short-term strategy for UAE to make money. But if you're a fool, being an expat, you would fall for this. You'd pay the 10-year visa and you'd get stuck there. It's like, remember what I'm saying. You're paying 10 years money. Me and someone is in a relationship and I'm giving 10 years money in advance because I know this relationship will be happy for the next 10 years. You know how absurd that sounds? If you don't do it in a relationship, personal or professional or business, then you shouldn't be doing it this way. So Lloyd from Machedo.com, who's Lloyd Machedo in Think Personal Branding, sharing with you his views why this 10-year visa is a bad idea, really bad idea. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your views. This is me signing off for now. Take care.